Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
Put them up now.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
Leon. Long time no see.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
See you around.
Ada!
Luis has succeeded in recovering the sample. He's waiting in the castle. Get in contact with him, ASAP.
Understood.
And that U.S. government lapdog, Leon. If you do happen to encounter him, put him out of commission. We can't let him interfere with our plans.
He has no idea what's going on. He's nothing we need to worry about.
He's a survivor of Raccoon City. We can do without the extra distraction. Take him out.
Leon.
Y'all like recycled content, right? Welcome back to Separate Ways, and we got more of it for you. Thankfully, this chapter is way shorter than the previous one. As you can see, we have a much smaller area to work with, and we are not going to be whisked off to a secondary area after we accomplish our initial set of objectives. So this is going to be it. This is going to be it. We've obviously got the merchant here, but real quick, we are going to grab some bowgun bolts. This is for a Ada exclusive gun, though the graphic itself is recycled from a weapon in Mercenaries mode. Not that I'm actually going to be using these right now, but we will want to collect all these bowgun bolts for later. Starting things off, we are obviously going to want to sell off our treasure to the merchant here in order to get a handful of new items that he has to sell for us, or rather, one new item that he has to sell for us, and then one item that we passed up on in the previous edition of Separate Ways. So let's check this out. We've got a new case here, immediately getting the large case, and of course we are going to want a semi-auto rifle. There's going to be a few situations where this weapon comes in handy, so may as well get it secured right now. Rather unfortunate that Ada is not able to get a stock for her TMP, but it is not the end of the world. With that taken care of, it's time to start exploring the maze. Unlike Leon getting beset on by Comillos throughout his trip through the maze, Ada just has zealots to deal with, which honestly makes it a little bit more boring. We also have the Spitter Plagas available to fight now for Ada as well, coming in a little bit sooner than they did for Leon. There is a guy with a crossbow going for shots on Ada off to the side, but we can just focus on taking these guys out first. They are quite resilient. That was a lot of shotgun shells. There we go. He's out. He's out. Once we get those guys taken care of... Whoa! That guy almost got me. Almost got me. We're just going to quickly take his head out. And, of course, another spitter. I actually find the spitters to be quite annoying. They're not difficult, but they take a lot of ammo to take out. It's also pretty slow to kill them, because you have to wait for them to pop off after the host finally croaks, and then you can finish them off. Do be careful around them. That spit can come out faster than you might expect. Alrighty, let's pop open this chest. We're going to fully explore the maze here in order to grab as many items as possible, since Ada could use every bit of supplies that she can secure. Would be nice to have a lot to work with. We're also going to want to get this guy taken care of so that we don't have him just constantly peppering us with shots as we try to get through the maze. We will take out this spitter right here. As a matter of fact, why don't I just shoot the dang thing? There we go, there we go. Get him out of the way so I don't have to worry about him. That one crossbow guy on the stairs is, in fact, the one crossbow guy, so we don't have to worry about him. He might have dropped some, item, but I don't really care to rush over there. I'd rather take my time and get the more valuable guaranteed items. We're also gonna have some guys popping open the gates here to try and take us out. As you can see, they are going to be wrapping around. We can just meet them and take them out with the shotgun as they get close. Let me see if I can remember which way they actually come from, which is right here. So yeah, let us switch over to our shotgun real quick. Oh man, that was embarrassing. I was way off to the side there. Oh well, these things happen. These things happen. Let me see. Getting my buttons mixed up again. Been playing the GameCube edition, or rather, Dolphin I've been using to play Biohazard 4. Controls are slightly different with that version of the game. Granted, I could set them up to match, but it just feels wrong when I'm playing the game on an emulated GameCube version, trying to keep the buttons oriented in a way that's familiar to the American GameCube version. Just using up some of my TMP ammo here to get these guys taken out, and to a lesser extent, free up some inventory space. Now that that's done, the dog kennels will not contain any items for us, so you don't have to worry about re-exploring those. We will instead just focus on getting to, hey, getting a little too close for comfort there. And, we can still get the, Gonna go for the fan kick here. We can still get the biters, but the spitters are fairly common at this point also. It seems like a 50-50 shot that you will get a spitter or a biter. And, you know, it's like a 10% shot that a Plagas bursts out in and of itself, so I guess it's truly like a 5% chance that you'll get a spitter, and I've just been getting horribly, horribly unlucky. We got this guy waiting over here. We are just going to slam fire the blacktail at him, and another Plagas bursting out. Maybe it's even better than that. Wow! We got a lucky critical there to immediately kill the host, get the spitter out, get some rifle ammo from here. I'll definitely appreciate having as much of this as possible. Rifle ammo can quickly run out faster than you might expect. It is relatively common when it comes to item drops, but if you're using it frequently, you will run up on it very, very fast. Get a gold bangle with pearls there. Been a while since we've seen that one with Leon. Let's just pop this open here. Get a red herb. Kick this door in. Let me see. I think there is another treasure over here. I hear somebody roaming around with a shield or something. Well, hopefully they don't catch up with me. Oh my goodness! Look at all these— Ah! No! Are you kidding me? Well, that's embarrassing. That's why I said, do not underestimate the spitters. Well, we're getting a cut here. Sorry about that. Goodness gracious. Well, that was an important reminder. 1. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, and 2. Enemies hit hard on professional mode, and we do not have as much health with Ada as we do with Leon at this current point in time. Not quite as many yellow herbs found, I'm afraid. Ada has not been toking it up quite as much. I suppose I could slash that with the knife that Ada suddenly has in this version of the game, but whatever, whatever. I do not really care to. I have earned this ammo. I can be a little loose with how I utilize it, okay? Grab an incendiary grenade here, though honestly I don't really need too many more incendiaries. Kind of have all the ones that I care to have, or all the ones I really need. Anyways, let's just pop these open real quick, grab some handgun ammo, and this guy is just about to have his lower body obliterated with the blacktail. Remember, masked guys do not produce Las Plagas. Never have to worry about that. Continuing on, continuing on. So, we've technically got two ways we could go here. We could follow Leon the way he went after Chapter 3-2 ended, and we do want to briefly duck into this room because there is a very, very deviously hidden treasure. This one's really difficult to find without a map. A elegant perfume tucked up in the top of the bed there. That one I did actually have to buy the map for in-game to find it. Also, get some bowgun bolts here. Again, we're going to be stockpiling these for later, as the bowgun is not immediately useful, but it will come very in handy when it comes time for the final chapter of Separate Ways, although I may buy it sooner than that, depending on when the extra-large case becomes available. I honestly kind of forget when that becomes available. Anyway, just breaking all of the containers here, we actually want to go back the way towards the gallery room first. I'm also going to take out my semi-auto rifle, as we'll be engaged in a little bit of distance shooting, and we want to just make sure we have the advantage when it comes to that. As you can see, we got these guys right here. Hit this guy with a body shot. And, of course, another spitter. Okay, I was thinking, that should be a death. Alright, we are just going to utilize the TMP to take this little bastard out. These things have been causing me nothing but misery, and also there's been too goddamn many of them. I don't want to see nothing but spitters. I would like to have a few biters, or even a blade mixed in. That's why I was saying you shouldn't sleep on the spitters. That acid spit attack, the animation for it is kind of weird, and it can catch you off guard. That was very close. Almost got taken out by that guy. Ooh, doubly blasting those out of the air. I am actually impressed that I managed to pull that off. But yeah, that's what I was talking about with a little bit of distance shooting coming up. Anyways, we cannot go into here much like Leon, but unlike Leon, we actually have an option for getting in here without the assistance of Ashley and a little bit of piggyback action. Whoa, 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 ah! Got caught off guard by that guy, unfortunately. Did that actually kill him? I don't think it did. Yeah, it did not. So we're just going to make sure this guy never reproduces for his transgression against Ada there. May as well give myself a full heal plus a health increase. I should have de-equipped the rifle before entering, but I wanted to see if I could actually pull off the quick swap there. Not exactly a quick swap, but you know what I mean. Here we've got the Hourglass with gold decor. Unlike how this was a treasure item for Leon, this is actually a key item for Ada, and we're going to need this to actually complete the chapter. Believe it or not, we're actually half done with the chapter already. Like I said, though this one features a lot of recycled content, it is way, way shorter than the previous one. Another spitter? Another spitter, goddamn. I actually, during the cut, I did actually see a biter pop out. They can still happen. They have not been, they have not been sent the way of the dodo and the dinosaur. They are still a very real threat. Can I please get a crit or something on this guy? Just move on here. There we go. I'm actually out of handgun ammo there. Sometimes you do not get much of it. The blacktail can also chew through it pretty quickly. There we go, some more handgun ammo for us. I was in a desperate need. We'll just take this guy's butt out. There we go. Putting a few extra holes in that one. I don't think that's going to make his bathroom trips any more efficient, but it is probably a suitable amount of pain for such a vile individual. I'm making a lot of assumptions about this guy's character, and I realize that's probably cruel, probably unnecessary. Maybe he was a stand-up guy before the parasite. Now he's just kind of a lay-down guy. Oh, oh, oh. Gotta find ways to make these separate way chapters. Oh my god! Another spitter! Come on! I am sick to death of these things. More, and they do the big spasms like the blade plagas do, so it's extra annoying there. And they've got a very thin hitbox that's annoying to hit sometimes. The worst, the worst. Okay, not the worst, the most annoying. It's actually strictly unnecessary for me to come this way, but I felt like just satiating my blade lust. It seems like a very Ada thing to do. Seems like she has an even bigger problem with that than Leon. No padlock on the door this time, which is good, because we do not have a stock with our TMP to actually push it through the door there. It's a little light on TMP ammo, so I'm appreciative of that. Thankfully, no snake here either, so we are good to go. We can just break these all open. Handgun ammo, much appreciated. Another merchant here, if you have the need to purchase anything from him, which honestly we don't really. We can just move on. Gonna switch back to the blacktail here. Grab some more TMP ammo. We're actually doing quite well on most of our ammos. We have a good variety, so we can switch between all our guns and get some pesetas inside here. A piddling 150 pesetas. Kind of making me feel like I'm not wanted here, leaving out no money for me. Anyways, blacktail spam. There we go. Ditto for this guy. Satisfying way to go about it sometimes. Not very economical, but very fun, very fun. Whoa! There we go. That is where the quick handling of the blacktail. Oh my god! Please, get out of here with that. We're also going to want to get this guy taken out. There we go. How many spitters has that been? It's like been, like 20 of them this video so far. I am getting sick of these things. I'm going to keep iterating that point, because this is ridiculous. This is goddamn ridiculous. I don't understand. Anyways, we could have come back through here through the master bedroom, but we needed to go the long way around to get a critical item anyway, so it really was not worth it to do so. Nothing over there, and once again, we are out of handgun ammo. Blacktail, man, it just goes through it quickly. We're going to want to equip a hand grenade here. It's been a while since we've had some overtly and gratuitously recycled content, so why don't we have the Ada version of the cage match, and this lets me demonstrate the alternative strategy for getting through this anyway. As soon as it starts, immediately chuck a grenade. There we go. That'll take out the padlock on the door, as well as a bunch of the guys surrounding the door. Ah, that's unfortunate. We're just going to immediately do the full heal there in order to make sure we're in good standing. There we go. That was a bit of a bad throw there. I would have liked to have been able to take out that crossbow guy with it. Had I thrown it a bit closer to the lock, that probably would have produced enough damage to take him out. Alright, so now we have to figure out where the heck the Gatador is. There we go. And we can use the cage to our advantage now. Hopefully catch him from behind. There we go. Sadly, grenades do not deal as much damage to this guy as you might hope. Okay. Ooh, nice. He turned. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. So, bit of an unintuitive thing we have to do here. Leon took an hourglass out of the treasure chest, and now we have to put one back. I'm not really sure what the, I'm not really sure how the mechanics of this work, but whatever. Putting in the hourglass with the gold decor. And that is that encounter taken care of. Instead of 15k pesetas, we just get, Ruby, a measly 10k instead. Not exactly making me feel super welcome in comparison to what Leon got, but the bowgun bolts do sweeten the pot a little bit. Jeez. We've got a bunch of guys who are just in such a— oh my god! Double spinner! Ah! It's like, the game is trolling me at this point. It knows how much I hate these stupid things. It's like, they're not bad to deal with, it's just annoying. I want some variety here. This is so gormless. Like, what is this? Yeah, you gotta have more than this. Oh my god. And sometimes they die, but it's not obvious, so you're just sinking a bunch of useless shots into them. I hate these stupid— ow! No! Ah! Once again, don't underestimate them. It's okay, it's okay. We needed an excuse to upgrade my health. That's what I'm gonna stick with there. I am so mad right now. I don't know why these things are just putting me in a bad mood today, but they are, and they deserve every single round of TMP ammo I plant in them. There we go. And they are giving me more to accomplish that task. Let's get a really stupid cutscene in here.
Leon, I'm sorry, but I can't be seen with you.
You're being a little melodramatic there, Ada. Anyways, Leon's just having the time of his life over there, and really, who are we to interrupt him while he's having fun? He is going to be firing an absurd amount of TMP ammo there. Far more than I actually used in this room. I guess this is the developer-intended way that they're showing us here. But yeah, Leon's, he's gonna be having a good time over there. Just let him have his fun. He is tearing through those zealots. I'm surprised, Salazar has any men left after the carnage that Leon unleashes in this room. Note that you can see the items over there, and goodness gracious, Leon, have mercy, have mercy. What are you doing here, my guy? There's gotta be more practical ways you can spend your time. Anyways, heading over this way. If we try to go over to Leon, if Leon sees me now, I'd have to finish him off. Morbid, morbid. Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot be seen with Leon. If Wesker got wind of that, the fact that we spared him, it would be no good. It would be no good. It would be no bueno. That would be Ada violating the core tenets of her mission. Okay, let's go for a little bit of— you know what, just for fun, since we got so many of these. It's also a good way to deal with, shields, is to just throw out an incendiary, let the enemies burn themselves on it. Oh, also, I was just kind of going through the motions there. I grabbed an elegant chessboard, a treasure we have not— actually, we haven't seen the perfume with Leon either, but there's a treasure underneath the bridge, elegant chessboard. It's another 10— well, actually, no, I think this one's 12k. So, you know, we're slightly moving up in the world with that. But yeah, I just grabbed that real quick. Didn't feel the need to elaborate on it too much. We're going to take out our semi-auto rifle here. Make sure it's loaded real quick. Got a little bit of distance shooting that I can do here. Well, not exactly distance shooting, but close enough. Actually, it was a little bit off-center there. Surprised that hit. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is I never really get the chance to mention it, but if you have the scope for the rifle, that actually makes your aiming speed with the rifle more consistent and fast across all zoom levels, which I actually think is kind of a bad thing, because it kind of makes it harder to aim at long distances, because your reticle is just whipping around too fast. One last treasure to grab here is the flash grenade, and continuing into this room, we're actually at the end of the chapter. If we just step forward a little bit, well, first off, we can try and get some items here by searching these urns. We can also hear Ashley there. We got a little bit ahead of Leon this time.
Leon! I got it. Louis!
Now that I have the sample, you serve me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate.
Stay with me, Louis. I am a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back. Louis! Louis!
I found Louise. Unfortunately, a bit too late.
Did you retrieve the sample?
No, Sadler has it.
There will be another time. Have you had a chance to eliminate Leon?
Not yet.
If that's the case, then maybe we can capitalize on his little lucky streak. Take advantage of the distraction he is causing for Sadler and his followers to retrieve the sample.
Okay, do we really need to recycle the entire Luis death scene but just add in the detail that Ada was kind of creepily watching from the sidelines? They get a little carried away with that in this mode.
Jack Krauser has been the subject of extensive study and research by the organization. His skills and personality have been tested both on and off the battlefield. If he weren't the best, he would become a liability that would jeopardize the rest of us. My conclusion? He's a great soldier. No more, no less. As long as he's well compensated, he shouldn't cause any problems for us. If he does start to get restless, I can take care of him. I've studied his combat style and can deal with that arm of his if necessary. Krauser answers directly to Wesker, and it was Wesker who decided that Krauser should be sent to spy on the cult. He also decided to send me along. I wonder if it wasn't to keep an eye on Krauser. No doubt, Krauser has already fallen to the temptation of Las Plagas and the power they represent. This could have dire consequences for the organization. On some level, however, this may be a necessary development, as his role is to disrupt this farce of a play. That said, the stage and its players will ultimately come crashing down in the end. Bad luck for him. But he'll play the patsy in the end and take the fall for all of us. That's why I need to make sure things keep going exactly as they are.
Interesting. Who is this Krauser fella? I've never heard of him before, but that's going to become relevant much later. It's actually going to be a bit before we see Separate Ways again, as the subject of Act 4 and Act 5 of Separate Ways are actually relevant to the final act for Leon's campaign, Act 5, and in particular, it doesn't intersect until about midway through Act 5, so yeah, we're going to be taking a bit of a break from Ada in Separate Ways. Let's update our save real quick, and when we return, well, first off, of course, I have to upload another run of Mercenaries, characters, I'll actually be skipping over a character and going straight to Hunk in order to get his stuff done, and then we'll save this Krauser fellow for when he becomes more relevant in the story, and perhaps we have a better appreciation for what his abilities are. That's all for this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, though, goodbye.
I don't dispute the doubts you've outlined, but it's my right to waste your time.